Boma grew up in a riverside village where the mornings always began with the song of birds and the murmur of flowing waters. She was known for her beauty, a quiet kind that drew gazes without effort. Her eyes held the coolness of morning dew, her smile a balm to troubled hearts. Yet behind her gentle face was a secret she never spoke aloud. From childhood, her dreams belonged to Aaron. He came each night, tall and radiant, his voice carrying the softness of rippling waters. In his world of mist and light, he placed coral beads on her wrist and necklaces of gold upon her neck. When he held her, she felt wrapped in a love no earthly hand had ever given. The waking world grew pale beside the warmth of his embrace, and though other girls laughed and blushed at suitors, Boma's heart never stirred for them. Her love was already taken. But life among the living had its demands. When Tamuno, the fisherman, came forward, her parents accepted him gladly. He was young, steady-handed, and fearless on the waters, a man with strength in his arms and kindness in his eyes. He adored Boma and believed his devotion would bring her happiness. She followed the path her parents chose, and soon she became his wife. In the evenings, Tamuno would return from the river, his nets full, his heart eager to share his stories. But in the quiet of night, Boma would slip away into dreams where another man awaited her. Her lips sometimes curved into a smile in her sleep, whispering a name Tamuno did not know. He watched her with a heart torn between love and despair. When she finally told him the truth, that her spirit husband claimed her even in marriage, Tamuno's world sank. Yet his love for her was not the kind to surrender. He went to the elders, who listened with grave faces. Their words were simple: a spirit husband never releases his bride willingly. Only courage, prayer, and sacrifice could break such a bond. Tamuno began his battle. By day he walked the river, by night he kept vigil at her side. He fasted, prayed, and lifted his voice to the heavens. Each night Boma slipped into Aaron's world, and each night Tamuno's voice followed, calling her back. The spirit raged. In her dreams, the river swelled, storms crashed, and Aaron's voice thundered with jealousy. She is mine. His eyes blazed with sorrow and fury, his hands reached to pull her deeper into his world. But between them stood Tamuno's steadfast love, strong as a shield, unyielding as stone. At last, on a dawn that broke with quiet skies, Aaron came to her by the river's edge. His face, once radiant with joy, carried the weight of grief. "The living man has won you," he whispered. "Boma, I must return to the waters." Then, like mist dissolving under the sun, he was gone. Boma awoke to a silence she had never known, a silence free of the spirit's pull. Peace settled upon her heart, though a part of her would always remember the sweetness she once tasted in her dreams. She turned her face to Tamuno, who had fought for her with love as his only weapon, and gave herself fully to the life they shared. Their days became rich with laughter, their nights restful. Children filled their home, their footsteps echoing with joy. And though the breeze by the river sometimes stirred old memories, Boma carried them not as wounds but as distant songs, reminders of what had passed and of the love that had endured.